Now that's body fluids. This isn't Catholic.
Is that how puss?
Is this made for kids?
We're going, Vinny. We're going. Hey, I'll grab your mic for you.
Thanks, boy.
Just pop that circumcision on. Just there you go. Cover up the microphone there. Hello.
Hello.
We're on a little streak. Two episodes back to back on this channel.
Back to back. Kind of
You
crazy,
know?
though. Kind of crazy.
Back to back on this channel is definitely a streak, if you know what I'm saying.
Kind of crazy.
How you doing, Vinny?
I'm pretty good, Turb. How are you today?
I'm ecstatic.
We're up.
I'm
We're
ecstatic. At this point in time,
Whoa,
the weaklings take your BTS somewhere
spoiler,
else.
little spoiler.
Take your anime music somewhere else.
I've never listened to a BTS song
When
in my life.
this is coming out, the weaklings have already seen the Star Wars
Yes, the
episode.
Star Wars episode
and
is
May the
already
4th
out.
was already with them.
Yes.
They're the I don't have
But
to
that
say-
doesn't mean the end of Star Wars content.
But the Force is gone.
No, the Force is all around us always.
When you're in church
the Force is with you, yes.
and they say the Holy Spirit's with you,
Sort of
or
like the
whatever,
Force,
the
yeah.
Buddha spirit, whatever spirit they
is with you, and also
like.
with your spirit.
How long does that last though? Is it like an expiration?
I
Is it like,
don't
is it
think
like
it's
bread?
an expiration date. I think as you get older, you only go further into.
I always
spirit.
thought like after you came home from church, if you took a
You
shower,
were a little-
that's less Holy Spirit on you.
Oh, okay, I could
'Cause
see
I
that.
took a shower.
But you see, eating the cracker gives you more Holy Spirit.
Yes.
And even if you take a shower, the food is still in you, so you still have the spirit. I think the question is, does it come from the food or from being in the home of the God?
At this point in
This
time,
is all the God of your choosing.
I don't know what's going on here. No, but I first of all, today, we are not talking about Star Wars because that was too
No,
much.
too
I
much.
think we found that last
We're
week. That it
taking
was,
a break.
That was too much for me. I think talking about
I'm
Star
never
Wars.
watching a movie again.
No, but I think
Anymore.
I think last week if you saw the episode and if you didn't, we hope you commented.
We hope you saw it.
Because listen,
at all.
we are busy doing things. I mean, I like to look at birds sometimes. That's
yeah,
what I
I'm
usually
a
do.
big cloud guy myself.
But we do look at comments when we do a podcast. I know last week we said a comment, so if you commented, thank you.
Thank you so much.
If you commented something like Vinny could have done something different with his hair, that's
fair.
okay.
That's okay too.
Because it's still a
Criticisms are
comment.
welcome.
If you want to call me a blonde bimbo again, I hope you did because that's a comment.
It brings us back to form.
And we need to hear from you weaklings.
We do need to hear from the weaklings.
We should have done a fucking last episode. I fucking
should've
forgot to
done
bring it up.
another shout
A
out.
commenter
Yes.
said he was the original fucking weakling.
Thank you to you. You will.
Jesus Christ.
Shout out to you.
This
Thank
is my
you so
edit,
much.
so he will be on the screen.
He will be
if
on the
this was
screen
Vinny's
right now.
edit, he probably would have forgotten
Yeah,
about
but
you.
since it's Turbo's edit, it's gonna be a really weird picture of the guy, probably in bed.
No,
So-
since it's my edit, I forgot to put the timer on. So we'll talk for about 5 hours.
5
So, I
hours,
mean,
no
with the-
timer.
Get your
We
fucking
are
Capri
strict.
Sun
Get
and
your popcorn
your.
and probably take a nap.
Were you ever a fan of those like cheese crackers with the peanut butter in the middle?
No,
Me either.
no.
They were so fucking popular for a minute.
Not my cup of tea.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who's looking at cheese and going.
But
I'm
you
gonna
know
slap-
what I'm talking about.
Of course,
it was
they were bright
two
orange.
crackers.
Yeah.
2 crackers.
They get stuck
They
in
were
your teeth.
bright orange and they were peanut butter in the middle.
No, they're just.
I
cheese
have
and
not a
peanut butter.
clue what made me bring that up.
But no one ever since or before has done the cheese and peanut butter.
I am a
combination.
huge. You know what I have? Oh my god!
What
Do you
you
know
got?
what I'm going? You know I'm hitting up a gas station right when I leave here.
What are you gonna do?
The Ritz fucking cheese crackers with
Oh.
the fucking cheese, not the cheese like you get crackers and you put whiz cheese. The
no.
factory hard cheese. Vinny,
That is a good crack.
my first stoner.
Not like the
Listen to
bad
me.
crack.
That's
the good
That crack. Watch another podcast
Yeah,
for that.
we don't do
over
that
here,
crack.
You're getting corny jokes and cheese crack. When I was first starting to dabble in the stoner life,
Sure.
that was my first snack.
Really?
That was like my
That's
first
lore.
big munchy snack.
Very cool.
It was that, and I was big on Gushers.
Okay, I can see
Yes.
that. Gushers are
I
awesome.
remember.
Gushers
A
are
good, and we'll get to X-Men in a second.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about something
I
comics.
remember. Oh, speaking of kind of getting stoned and stuff, that's been my show recently. X-Men '97. But listen, I would get Gushers, and I would take the whole box.
Oh God.
I would bring it to my bed,
Oh dear God.
crack open the whole box of Gushers,
Okay.
like 6, 8 in the pack, whatever the fuck, 12, I don't fucking know.
Whoever takes the edge off.
I took the whole box of Gushers, and that's when Big Mouth started coming out on Netflix. And you hooked me on the first season.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I would come home, I would be fucking stumbling and mumbling. I would grab the box of Gushers.
Crack it open.
It's like you know when you think of memories and you're like, wow,
That was good.
I was happy, and I didn't even know how happy I was at that moment. Like, you know when they say, I wish I knew I was in the golden era,
the good
or like
times.
the good
before
times,
the good times.
and you know, like when you're actually in it.
Yeah.
That was when I was like, you know, just I was on top of the
chill-
world.
Just chilling.
I was on top of the world
I agree.
with a fucking, and you know me with my soda, with a 2-liter of fucking soda.
Yep.
That's a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of sugar. I mean, your kidneys are working double.
I mean, that's a lot of fucking sugar.
Your kidneys are, your pancreas is just pumping,
Do you,
pumping.
Vinny, I mean, you dabble in like the, you know, the bar. You go to the bar.
Yeah, you know, I like a drinky
You
poo
like
here
to
and there.
relax. What was your first snack that you really did, that you really like devour? Like anytime you knew you were gonna have a drink or two, you said, okay, I gotta make sure when I get home I have this.
This on.
Yeah, so I know I have a snack before I go to bed that really hits the spot. So if you're not that much of a fucking, you know, a gavone,
so-
which in Italian means a fucking disgusting prick with food.
This goes into that.
If you're not thinking like that though, like I gotta have my snack before bed to make me, you're not doing
My
it.
thing was, so it wasn't like snacks, it's like food. When you're like,
Oh no, yes.
So it was halal, because like when you're in that thing,
Oh,
I'd get,
well, okay.
a
Like
meal.
Taco Bell for me was my
Yeah.
first fast food love when I was messed up
'Cause it's never
under
like
the
a-
influence.
It's never like a snack.
And of
It's
course,
like
we're talking about blue milk.
Of course, blue milk.
Under the
Now we're
influence
back-
of blue
now-
milk.
now we're back to
Now
Star
ba-
Wars.
But that's
Now
how I
we're
mix
back
it
to
in.
Star Wars.
That's how I fucking mix the categories and the fan bases.
Now, after no more halal, I threw up. Now it's a bagel at the end of a night.
A bagel. I started becoming less and less of a bagel person as I grew up.
Up more.
I don't know, man.
The great place by my house. It's 24 hours. It's 3 a.m. You walk in. You get a bacon, egg, and cheese, or cream cheese and bacon. Try it. It's great.
Don't say location. I know where you live. I don't want them to know.
Yeah.
Point. Which place is open?
Across from the laser tag. if you get the reference.
I got it. I got it.
If you get the reference.
I mean, I got it. I got it.
You go home. You eat one half.
Let's just tell people this. I got what he just said, but there's not a laser tag spot anywhere near where we live. So
But
just
it-
think of why that's funny.
It's by the laser tag. You eat one half when you get home.
Or one half when you're walking home or whatever.
Maybe. But one half when you get home, one half when you're walking home, one half when you wake up the next day.
Or when you're hungover or whatever you say, you know.
And you have like that greasy bacon.
Do you remember when we had our first couple of parties growing up and we ordered
No.
bagels the next day and something happened with the order of the bagels and my mother just cursed
Oh
out the
my
whole entire
God.
family?
That was
Well, I mean, I think back at that a lot
Those are good
because I try to say like, Ma, what was your
beef.
well, no, but what was your reasoning of going off on because they forgot a bagel with cream cheese and my mom was like, no, that's it, last straw. I don't know what they did to her.
There's definitely some
Apparently,
underlying
they
conditions.
forgot one bagel. No, that's it.
One
She
strike, you're
cursed
out.
them out
So hard.
like they murdered one of her kids. Like she was like, every fucking day with this place, I can't take it. And the owner drove
yes,
back
yes.
with the forgotten bagel.
she-
And listen, I respect my mother. I love my mother. But I know when someone's wrong. I know when someone has crossed the line.
You know injustice.
That guy should have smushed that cream cheese bagel right in my mother's fucking face. But all he did was say to my mother, here's your bagel, now don't order from our place again. And my mom slammed the door in the fucking guy's face. God bless.
I remember.
But getting to the podcast,
Sure.
I started watching X-Men 97.
Very nice.
And, oh no, we didn't want to get to that first. We wanted to talk about something else before that. Because, no. We should talk about the Deadpool Wolverine movie because that will nice lead our way to the X-Men 97.
So a new trailer has come out
Yes.
since the last time we've talked about this. At this point, probably like 2-3 weeks ago.
I gotta be honest with you. I love when Marvel catches you off guard with trailers.
Very true.
I mean, I was not a fan of the way they revealed the Fantastic Four
And-
crew,
Yes.
but I love the surprise trailers.
And I do think, so the thing, I don't think it's a surprise trailer. It's
well,
just,
we didn't know it was gonna happen.
It's the fact that there's nothing else going on Marvel related
Yes.
besides like X-Men.
Yes.
So, because there's like, like a different version of the trailer released in Japan, like that happens all the time.
yeah.
Or like a second trailer,
Like maybe
with more
one or two
footage
scenes
has been
yes.
added. That happens all the time.
Yes.
There's just so much Marvel stuff, no one ever really covers it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think since there's such a lack of mainstream content right now, the fact like this new trailer came out and it was just like everyone was on it like they used to be. It felt like a very like early Marvel.
But
I think that comes
in
with
a
the
way
lack of
though,
content.
if you hype up a trailer though, it's more room for error.
Yeah,
Because you're hyping
The-
up something,
the more scenes
and
that
then
they
you
show,
expect
the worse.
something, and then you don't get it, and the movie's not even out yet, and you're let down.
very true. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. They are playing with fire, but I think they're doing really well
What
so
was
far.
before I go on my rants? I'll let you go. What was the initial take of for you? What was the initial takeaway?
I love that there was additional scenes of like Wolverine and different scenes of the action, a lot more of them interacting.
Yes.
So not reveal, but like in the trailer they say that like Wolverine failed his universe.
Oh, that I mean,
And, like-
when you first of all getting a lot more plot.
Yes.
Because before you said, okay, that Marvel's trying to make Deadpool the Marvel Jesus, trying to make him hop in and out of, I guess, situations to fix things and whatnot. Kind of like the Deadpool you saw in the end credits of Deadpool 2.
Exactly,
Just
yeah.
going in and out of shit,
Realities.
making things right. And if you remember, he even said in that like thing when he killed Logan, he goes,
yeah.
you and me are going to team up soon.
Yeah. We're gonna give you a
should have
call.
took notes.
You say yes.
You should have took notes.
100%. And it worked.
But yeah, okay, so that for you, seeing his, being
Seeing
him
that, just
failing.
doing more of like wondering, is it going to be more of a redemption arc for that Wolverine? And though it's a new universe Wolverine, obviously they're not touching the Logan Wolverine and things like that. Will he be similar enough to the Wolverine we know that it'll seem like a redemption for like both, or like will it be a completely new Wolverine than we've seen before? I'm also worried. I'm not worried, but I'm also curious on how he did fail his universe. A lot of people are theorizing that, like
Doctor Strange.
in X3, that Wolverine has to kill Jean Grey,
Yes.
and like it's the woman he loves. He has to do that, and he does. So people are saying, which is a really good theory. I think probably right.
That'd be too played out or whatever.
No, I think it's probably right. Honestly, that he failed his universe because he couldn't bring himself
To kill Jean Grey.
to kill Jean Grey.
Okay.
And then like she just kills everybody, and obviously he just can't die,
Mm-hmm.
so he's like sort of the only one left after the aftermath of that.
Anything else?
That was my pure takeaway from that. What about you? Anything?
My pure takeaway is how much I love Disney or whatever Marvel, whoever's
Are
the
you
final
paid? Are you
say.
being paid to say that?
No. Well, you'll see what I'm going to say in a second. I love how much they're letting him break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
In a Sony movie, I already knew. Okay, because Sony, in a way, with like action, superhero movies, in a way, if it's a Sony movie or like a Fox movie, they're little brother. They're clawing up.
Yes.
They're not at the
Are you telling
expectations.
me Madam Web and Morbius didn't skyrocket them to fame?
I didn't even have a want to go see Madam Web.
Sure.
I was just like, ooh, something with Spider-Man?
And it
That
wasn't.
probably got everybody
And it wa-
itched.
yeah.
Ooh, Madam Web, Spider-Man. Oh my God.
And it wasn't.
I didn't even want to see like the new Rockstar fucking review of the movie.
What about
Because
Kraven?
guess what? I don't give a fuck.
About Kraven.
Craven.
He's in the woods with
it
spiders.
better be fucking good.
He's in the woods with spiders.
It's not out yet, am I right?
No.
It better be fucking good.
I don't think it will be.
I know it's not because I remember seeing the trailer. It was a fucking just a guy that sounded Russian, and it was like fucking okay, we get it. He's in the woods and he has fur on him, but you're not showing Craven. You're not giving us Craven. But I digress.
I digress. Back to the.
When I was watching it, I love that they let him go so deep with the fourth wall breaking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You thought it'd be a little bit different since it's Disney.
I thought they would do it like the She-Hulk way, but since She-Hulk was on Disney Plus, that was the other leeway I gave them with the Breaking the Fourth Wall. Okay, it's not on like a big screen, so maybe not a lot of people going to see that much of the Breaking the Fourth Wall corniness shit.
Yeah. I can see that.
This is a big release.
Yes.
this is
biggest.
supposed to now really get us into gear for
Yeah,
the fucking shit that's about to happen to Marvel, right?
Yeah, it's like we're like here at the thing. It's about to start.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I
this
wouldn't even
point of the
say
roller
that in the roller
coaster?
coaster. I wouldn't even say that. I would say Ant-Man and the Quantumania started us
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
I can see
incline.
that, yeah.
Okay? The Marvels made us maybe see where the peak is gonna be.
Yeah, like a little
you know,
bit.
like with the whole X-Men end kind of scene, we
helps.
kind of saw where the peak is. We saw where the drop is gonna be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where we're gonna be finally on the top of the roller coaster is this movie.
That's
because
exactly what I said.
but now when you said it, maybe I wanted to say it.
All right, but
You know,
I brought up the
because
roller coaster
but it was my
analogy,
turn to
and, like,
rant.
it was up
You
here,
could have said that.
and I was cresting.
You were cresting. I like that.
Cresting.
Like the moon.
Yeah, like crest.
Okay. I like that. First of all, I love that. It's just that the duo we wanted,
Yes.
the relationship we wanted. Who the fuck cares? Doctor Strange, America Chavez. Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
But
Love it. Did we want it? No.
no.
Did we get it?
Yes.
We want a fucking
Wolverine
Deadpool
and
and a
Deadpool.
Wolverine. You know, like I love the fact that, you know, getting him introduction of him in a bar, you know, go fuck yourself to Deadpool, same way he told
Yes,
fucking
yes. Everybody else.
Magneto,
And-
young Magneto
yes,
and
and,
young Professor Charles X to
yes,
go fuck
yes,
themselves. I'm just really excited in the fact that Deadpool is now in the MCU.
It's very, very fun.
I'm happy that he's gonna be in the MCU. Movie wise, I'm happy that we're gonna see Professor X's Professor Xavier X. I call him PX.
Yeah.
His sister.
P. Yes.
The fucking now I don't know a lot about that character.
Yes.
I know it's his sister though. I know like in the womb of his mother's womb they
Correct.
fought each other.
Yeah.
And he came out on top.
Agree.
But she ended up staying alive somehow. I don't fucking know. But I know that's his sister. I know a lot of the theories and the thoughts is we're gonna be in some type of like you know, like Goliath, like some type of like end world.
Well, yeah, it's
where-
the place from Loki.
Yes. But now New Rockstar says maybe not. So who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
Okay. Big giant Ant-Man head. What the fuck was that? All those things that made a typical fucking action hero fan go, ooh, wow, was everything that got me interested in it.
Yeah.
And also when you told me new Deadpool trailer out now, I just instantly
Yeah.
stopped what I was doing, watched it. When the Marvels trailer came out, I didn't fucking know when the Marvels came
I
out.
don't
When
think I told
Ant-Man and Quantumania, maybe, yeah, I knew when that was coming out. But that was because I think they were doing, 3 days away, 2 days away,
yeah,
1
yeah,
day away.
yeah.
Just to show a guy who is a criminal.
Yeah. An actual criminal.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying something.
Hope he's doing all right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pick probably some community service.
Did he give that? Did he get that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was just community service.
It was jail time.
No, I don't think so.
Actors. No, okay, so Deadpool, and that comes out in July
Correct.
or June.
July.
July. Why so far?
They have to make the movie.
May, June, July. It's done. It's
not
It's
done.
fucking done.
They're still
Do you
editing
not
it.
know how the process goes?
I swear
if
to you.
there's a trailer and shit,
2 days ago, they just started doing reshoots. Swear. 2
those
days
could be old
2 days-
behind the scene
2
footage.
days ago of recording this podcast, they were doing reshoots.
Reshoots, maybe like voiceovers.
Reshoots
Or
as in the field.
He was in the suit.
I didn't see pictures, but he's in the field. So listen, it's not done yet. They're still making the thing. They got to edit it all together. They got to cut print. They got to do the world press tour.
Well, I think this. Okay, so I think now this is a theory that I know it's not on the sheet for the episode.
Oh shit!
But I think that with this movie, with the Marvels having an X-Men end credit scene, and with this being Deadpool x Wolverine, we gotta get X-Men shit.
It has to be. I mean,
He's not gonna be the Wolverine we're getting.
No,
the Marvel.
it has to
So
be
what
that.
the
It
fuck
has
is
to be
going
that.
on?
It's that we got to see.
This I really feel like the end credit scene that we all want is something to do with X-Men in this movie.
Yes.
I think we're gonna get like a fucking like you know how like Thor showed up in you know how Doctor Strange showed up in Thor. You know it's gonna be one of
Something
those
like
things.
that.
Shang-Chi is gonna show up with his fucking rings.
Hell yeah! I think that like a good post credit scene for this movie would be like it'll say like the title card like Marvel
Yeah.
616, and it's just like maybe it's not a character, but it's like a for sale sign or whatever, and it's just like a big mansion, and it's the X-Men mansion.
Okay.
But it's in like the modern 616.
Yeah.
It's in like the MCU.
Yes.
Not like another universe.
Yes.
It's just somebody bought.
And then maybe it shows a mansion for sale or whatever, and then maybe someone slapping a sold sign on it.
Now, there's been-
who's slapping the sold sign on it?
Beast.
A blue hand.
Blue hand. Exactly. What if? Okay.
Why aren't we making money from them?
What if?
That's an idea.
What if that's the post-credit scene? They're like, shit, scrap, reshoot
Done.
tomorrow. They're in reshoots.
The reason why we didn't get invited to the purple carpet
we
for
keep
Black
guessing
Panther,
what's gonna happen.
and the reason why we're not getting invited to any more premieres is because we are fucking up
We're too good.
their creative process.
What if? 'Cause
Fuck, the
there's
two
been-
people from Brooklyn are getting.
There's been rumors about this. What if he slaps the sold sign? It just zooms out on the mansion. The screen goes black. Just goes. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, but that's again, that's
Because-
getting our hopes up too much.
Because not confirmed, like that they're doing this, but it was talked about that Kevin Feige has considered making the 97 X-Men canon to the MCU.
But I remember now again, I'm a fan of New Rockstar. That's where I get a lot of my info. Again, but I agreed with what they said about it not wanting to be canon. Like, oh, don't think because they redid the 90s series that they're going to
these
make
are their
canon.
X-Men.
It is because a lot of shit did happen in the fucking... And
Doesn't fit.
no, they're too
fit.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny, where the fuck were they in Infinity War? Where the fuck were they?
They're on
Oh, were they
vacation.
too good like the fucking Infinites or whatever the fuck?
Like the Eternals?
Like
yeah.
the Eternals? Like we couldn't interfere.
They were on vacation.
Yeah.
On vacation. Well, you've been watching the
fuck?
X-Men 97 show. How do you feel about that?
Okay, so I was gonna mention it when I, the things, the snacks you loved when you were under the influence.
Sure.
Some nights when I'm having fun, the way I would like to end my night is I would just throw on an episode of X-Men 97. And I gotta be very honest with you, I really, the same way how, even though I say shit about it, and the same way the Clone Wars helped me learn a lot more about the Star Wars universe.
World, yeah.
The same way the Spider-Man, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon made me learn a lot more about his villains and his world. I feel like X-Men 97 really, really, really made me learn a lot more about the characters. I think I
Sure.
said this on an early episode of the weekly issue, but when we were recording in my house. I think I said, the X-Men main guy is Wolverine. And you're like, no, it isn't. You're like, it's Cyclops. And I learned that very fast in X-Men 97.
Oh,
how
yeah.
Cyclops... the
way he's moving and schmoving?
Because growing up,
Yeah.
we were given X-Men, we were given Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine was pushed because of fucking...
He's like most iconic. He's
who's the
Hugh
guy?
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Because Hugh Jackman, the A-list Hollywood star, they're going to sell movies, so they're going to make Wolverine. They had a Gambit movie with fucking...
Well, he was just in X-Men Origins with Will.i.am.
No, but they were going to make a Gambit movie like
With
a can.
Channing Tatum.
With Channing Tatum. Like a can.
Yes.
Because everything was about Wolverine, and that made kids like me say, okay, yeah, Wolverine's the main guy. There's less fucking Wolverine scenes in X-Men 97 than there really should be. I'm really actually upset with the scenes they gave Wolverine.
True.
They made Wolverine just be like the dad in the corner, like, oh, don't worry about it, bub. That's how life is. No fighting.
Well, I will say, so there is a latest episode.
Yeah.
that they
Okay,
did.
so don't fucking say this, bitch, because he brought this up before the podcast started, and I only saw 7 episodes because
There's 8.
on my illegal site they only have 7 episodes,
All right, and that
and
one,
8 probably came out today because it's
maybe.
Wednesday.
Maybe. Wow.
So you shouldn't have said nothing.
peek behind the
Like you
curtain,
probably
yeah.
go home now and watch 8.
You can still do that.
But Vinny told me.
All right.
What do you want to say it?
Well, there's a certain cameo in that episode that Turbo would very much like to hear about. The 90s Spider-Man.
I thought it was done.
Spider-Man.
I thought after spoiler, so again, just spoiler, I thought when we skipped from, we knew Professor X wasn't dead, but we see him, 7th episode, he's the one to turn his back on the X-Men, that's where it ends. I didn't think it was 8 episodes. Oh, what the fuck?
Spider-Man. So, do you think they're bringing that back?
So why would they? The only reason why I think they would show a clip of the 90s Spider-Man in X-Men 97 is to tease
revamp of that show.
That show, which I would love.
Very cool.
And which
Very
I would
cool.
love, and I think would confirm that the fact that these are not going to be canon in Marvel.
MCU. No. These are just fun little things that they're doing. So I'm pretty sure also voiced by the same guy.
A lot of the X-Men people are being voice acted by the same people, and I gotta that God bless, because you could be 30 years older, you could be on your deathbed,
you're still hitting the quips,
and you still got that raspy Wolverine voice. You got a job.
You got a good job.
Voice actors, man.
Yeah, they're great.
Am I doing something wrong?
I love voice actors. So another important thing, I just did want to bring up that Spider-Man bit, because something very important happened in this series, the death of a very important character. We were just talking about him in the
Gambit.
movie. Gambit,
yes. That was 3 episodes before this one.
Yes. So Gambit.
And that's when I guess what? I was a fan, I deleted the app again, Marvel Snap. I deleted the game. I was a fan of Marvel Snap. One of the locations in Marvel Snap is Genosha, and I thought that was just a place they took out of a fucking comic book. I didn't know that was the fucking place of civilization and hopefully habitat for the fucking X-Men.
Krakoa?
Genosha.
Krakoa?
Isn't Genosha?
Oh, yes.
Minnie, don't fuck with me now,
Maybe.
because that's where they went, and there were statues of
Yes.
Professor X and Magneto.
Yes.
Genosha. And then fucking doesn't whoever say to whoever,
I
right?
thought you were
Jubilee.
Yeah.
Storm, right? Storm gets her powers back
Yeah.
because she's in a fucking barn with Forge, fucking, and right, Forge, and then. She gets her powers back. She tries to tell Forge, "Oh no, there's a place I want to show you," and she shows up and it's fucking destroyed because Gambit killed himself for it or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Exploded.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now going into what I was talking about with Gambit's death. So,
Yeah.
a little bit of a slowdown here. Me and Turbo would like to show a little new something on the podcast here.
Yes, we're going to introduce a new part of the podcast, or a little thing we're gonna be following up on as the shows go on.
We are announcing the weekly issue official prediction wall.
It's gonna be made out of cobblestone. That is why we don't have the wall right now.
It's in construction. The letters on the wall will be pure diamond. But Turbo, would you like to explain the prediction wall?
No.
All right. So, throughout the weeks of the podcast, leading up to new TV episodes, season finales, movies especially, we're going to be throwing out random predictions. Predictions like, I think this is going to happen.
Yes.
I think this would be in the end credit scene. I think this character is going to die. I think these characters are going to fall in love.
Yes.
And
there will be an actual IRL physical board we're gonna show.
But for now, it's digital.
We don't have it right now. We forgot to go to Staples. We can go to Staples.
We need more comments and we'll make a physical.
We didn't go to Staples.
But in that same vein, we are going to
You're so vain.
All right. We are going to have. We want these to count. We're going to throw out random predictions, but we want them to count. So, which leads us to the first prediction on the prediction wall. So,
Vinny, would you like to do the honors?
Yes. So, and you could fact check me on this.
Am I the person to fact check?
Yeah, for X-Men 97. So when Gambit dies,
Yes.
Rogue finds his body.
Yes.
And she grabs him.
Oh, sugar.
And she says, "I can't feel you."
Yeah.
Those are the same exact words Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, says in WandaVision when she touches Vision. "I can't feel you." Here is the prediction. Oh, I believe, and I'm waiting till the camera's back.
You should have predicted the camera was going to fuck
I'm going to
up.
wait till the camera's back. I believe that somehow, some way, Rogue is going to be the one that either finds Scarlet Witch or brings her back to the good side.
Okay, so you really want this to be canon.
This is my prediction of what is going to be. Not that the X-Men are going to be canon, but that somehow, some way through the multiverse.
You think they may be teasing that?
I think that
just by seeing that,
it's a connection
you think
between
that
the
could
two.
happen in the actual MCU?
Yes.
That you think Rogue is going to be the one. So say it again. So
Rogue?
Yes.
Rogue from the X-Men 97 series.
Yes.
Is going to be the one that brings Wanda.
Wait, that Rogue.
That Rogue.
The animated Rogue.
Yes.
Is going to cross.
To the Scarlet Witch.
Well, we are in the multiverse of madness.
Exactly. And either, convince her to turn back into the good side, bring her back into the fold. because
Yes.
they're gonna bond over their shared
Rogue
loss.
will save Scarlet Witch.
Yes, that's the prediction.
All right.
That is
you
the
heard- There
prediction.
you go. That's the first
I
one on the
think
board.
I Can't Feel You is such a specific.
Yes.
It fits both their powers. I think it's so significant that they both said it.
I like where you're going with it. Very well thought out.
That is my prediction. That'll be the first one on the prediction wall for now.
I want to throw one on there,
All right.
and I think that's how we're gonna end the show.
Okay. Very cool.
I would like to throw you.
I wanna write it down. I wanna get this
Yeah,
all-
we introduced the wall.
I do want to get it very professional.
So so make sure we have them all written down. So when we actually make one out of cobblestone and diamond,
course.
we have it to write down.
As I will do.
Yes. I think you know what I'm gonna say.
Uh-huh.
I think not Wong.
It might be one.
Well, they're both Asian, so don't fuck with me, okay? I think Ned.
Ned.
Okay, do you remember Ned? I know he hasn't been showing up lately.
The CEO of sex.
Our fucking Harry Osborn, okay? The MCU's Harry Osborn, all right? Ned, Peter Parker's best friend, who we saw, has a little bit of a fucking
Magical
wizard
son.
feel of himself.
A little mystical.
A little bit of a mystical twang he got going on. Ned. I think Ned and America Chavez from the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I think they're gonna fuck. I think they will be a thing. Ned and America Chavez will have an on-screen kiss.
I think America Chavez is
I
gay.
wouldn't say non-screen.
I'm pretty sure.
No, that's Captain Marvel.
No. I'm like, she has like a pin for something.
I don't know.
Let me pull up a picture of American Chavez from Multiverse of Madness.
Is it embarrassing if I don't put it up there now? Can we still put it up there?
I think we have to. I think for full
I think we
transparency.
can put it up there. No, but if I do it though, it's kind of like me.
The Yankees win!
It's kind of like me ignoring the pin.
No.
If I put
You
that
just-
up
you
there,
just missed
I'm
it.
ignoring the pin,
You just missed the pin.
and that makes
I
me a
don't-
cis male.
I
ignore the pin.
You are a cis male anyway.
Does she like puss? Just type it in.
Listen, I can't. Let me see. There might not be a pin. I might be lying.
I think there was a pin.
I feel like there was a pin. But
Is America Chavez a bisexual? Yeah, she's trans.
That's not trans.
That's LGBTQ.
That could be anything. That could be straight.
No, but I want to respect. I don't want to say. I don't want to put a cock in the mouth that there's not gonna be.
True. She's also like 14.
Whoever did that game show that week, that I'm not.
That's true. They put Omega.
Vinny, just end the pod. End the pod. Just end the pod. Vinny, just end the pod. Vinny, just end the pod.
I'm gonna end the pod.
End the pod.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
There's only one prediction this week.
This episode. There's only one prediction this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. The
I hope
pod.
Ned dies now.
Hope you guys love.
I hope Peter
America
Parker kills
Chavez.
Ned.
Hope you guys love X-Men.
I hope he
you guys love the
chokes on a
episodes.
cookie.